Hello everybody, this is Grimkid, and we are back with some Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We are playing through the Agents of Edgewatch adventure path, and I'm having fun so far. We're a little intermittent on our playing on this one, but either way, I'm having a good time with it. What about everybody else? Are we having a good time?
As we've
Loving
said
the
before,
choices.
I'm enjoying
enjoying it, but Pathfinder's a bit more to get your head around. But I mean, as I said just before we went live, I enjoy this no matter what game we play.
Definitely a bit.
Although,
more
can it not be Risk? I don't like Risk.
All right.
Trying to get your head around it as you're playing, it's part of the fun.
Part of the fun.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I guess I'll learn.
So, as I mentioned, I am Grimcad. I still have my wrong picture from my other game. We're joined by a couple of people who will introduce themselves shortly. Today we are joined by Mufasa as a here. Say hi.
Hi, I'm Mufasa. Like Grim says, I do play Ymir. I'm a little halfling that makes a lot of mistakes. He's trying to be a detective, but I still think he's got a while to go before he gets that professional.
We are joined by
But he's trying.
Gypsy, who is playing excuse me, Kansas at Dusk.
Hello, yeah, I'm playing the Leshy Summoner Dances at Dusk with his. This is more of a myconoid flavored Leshy, though, with his kind of spore puffball Eidolon floof.
And we are also joined by the Spoony Croy, who is playing Zeke Feldo, the Thundering Jerboa.
Thank you, sir, for having the whole name. And now I have Arcane Fist, so apparently that's more ethical than just hitting a child with a meteor hammer. I'm still salty about
that. You're salty you hit him?
No, I'm salty about it doesn't mechanically make a difference.
I mean, I bet he feels a certain way about it too.
8 damage is 8 damage if it's applied with either thing.
8 damage is still 2 times an NPC's health.
Yes, so last time. Right. Last time we sort of resolved the issue at the Dragonfly Pagoda. Sort of. We had been taken captive towards the very end there because, things went south. But eventually, through some... Well, really, we killed one kobold, but as it so happened, we managed to kill the right kobold. The one kobold that was just really not in it for any monetary gain or anything like that. Who was just with her out of the way, we managed to sort of push things through and negotiate some things. Sort of a deal at the tail end of it, mostly absolving anyone of any guilt and getting the kobolds their sort of back pay back. We managed to come out of it with very little on the treasure side of things, unfortunately. We were given the +1 great pick, but that is the only thing we got from pretty much the entire encounter. Series of encounters. So, we're a little bit behind the 8 ball. We returned to our precinct house. We sort of went through the motions. We're definitely battered and beaten. I don't actually want to say went through the motions. We gave a report to Sergeant Olo, saying what we had found and that we were being pointed in the direction of a gentleman by the name of... Does anybody have the name?
In the name of...
Our note taker is eating dinner.
She was not here to take notes.
Was she not? She's usually our note taker, is she not? For this game, at least.
I would not count on M being your note taker, considering she has missed more sessions.
It was more of a in character note taker than an actual out of character note taker.
Nobody has personal notes.
No,
what a shame.
Yes.
The name was Jeremin Hoff.
German Hoff.
Yeah.
Can I get a note?
Sure. We'll have a party loot, and we will have a party note.
Party note.
Yeah.
Party note. Yeah. Everybody's journal can be by every. Here we go.
Okay.
And he is a sort of a labor broker.
Was it Jeremin or Jeremiah? German, right?
Jeremin. Jeremin.
Yep.
He does have something of a history with the watch. To sort of put things, be frank, he's definitely got a rap sheet. He's not currently wanted for anything at the moment, so actually that's. But he has had his run-ins before. He is definitely or was at least, more on the corrupt side of taking bribes, skimping on buildings funds, things like that. Maybe a tiny little bit of embezzlement to the side. But either way, we were sort of running down our things because we were looking for missing people, and the missing people were last told others, rather, that they were going to see him about getting new lodgings. Then they went missing.
Rip.
Do we need clearance for an undercover sting?
You would.
Damn it. I don't think the new guys on the force are going to get clearance for an undercover sting.
You may be surprised, being the NPCs and all.
That's very...
Wait, where are the NPCs? Oh no!
Excuse me, PCs. Whoops.
I was just going to say, you never know until you try.
Well, because what I was thinking was we could dress you two up as, disgruntled miners or disgruntled laborers looking for new lodgings and follow the lead that way.
We could.
It's just I'm not really possible of doing it, and neither is really Sergio's character or what was Emerald's character? Where is she again?
Doesn't she have health?
I'm just thinking both of you kind of fit the aesthetic a bit more.
Either way, the thing that we were told by Sergeant Olo was that he would mull it over the night and perhaps the next day and try to do whatever it is he can. We, again, sort of returned to the precinct house. We put salve on our wounds and all that. We had a good meal. We had a much-needed bath. Presumably, we've cleaned our uniforms.
Would be a good idea.
Hopefully.
Just all the general things you do when you get back at.
And can I get a society check from pretty much everyone? And we're all allowed to do.
Yes, I can society.
I have an entire society in my jar.
I have
don't know
9
this world.
society.
I know my
I can
arena, and that's it.
society 9.
So,
So we're tired. We're not really paying attention to anything around us.
Ymir, so you're the only one who even vaguely, and you can tell that there's a lot of whispers going around the watch house about you all. You've sort of heard things, hushes, mentions of the names and all that, but man, past that, you can't get any kind of finger on what people are actually saying, whether for good or for bad. You just know that you're the definite topic of some gossip at the moment going through the watch house.
It's great.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It
But
is
I would let everyone else. I'd let everyone else know.
low. What would you tell everyone else?
It seems like there's a few rumors going around. And I don't know. I didn't really pick up on much. A bit tired after today, but everyone seems to be talking about us. Would I as a character be able to tell if it's good or bad?
You're not sure. Like, when people notice you're hanging around or whatnot and trying to listen in, they're shifting the conversation. So you kind of get the impression that it's not great. But that again could be your own sort of issues projecting on yourselves from only vaguely successful hostage ransom.
They're just jealous we do just such a great job. We've been successful with everything we do so far.
Yeah, successful.
Well,
As long as we set the bar well.
realistically, we've always done our job. Maybe it's always been with a bit of bloodshed, but I mean, we're dealing with rough people.
We do deal with quite a few rough people.
I do believe all the odds and ends are sort of taken care of. Our loot, we, put back in. We've requisitioned the money, I believe.
Did anyone claim the pick, or were we handing that in to? Was anyone going to use that? I mean, I can't.
Honestly, we might just need the money.
Yeah. Sort of what I was thinking too.
Let's see a war pick.
That is a possibility. We might just need the money.
It's worthless. If no one thinks they can use it, then no one can use it. So just get rid of it.
I mean, it is a magical,
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking, like, if anyone can feasibly use it, it's going to be a massive upgrade over whatever you've got. But it might also be a decent.
But none of us have the class to use it or the feat term.
Actually, what is it? A pick?
It's a martial weapon.
War pick. Gotcha.
So if you've got
I think it's a
martial
great
weapon-
pick. Staring down.
So I'm just trying to see what the stat block is on it.
+1, great pick.
Great pick. Okay, 1d10. Fatal d12. I think that's for criticals.
Yeah.
Got 2 hands, so.
Well, we can hold on to it.
Not only is he dropping the non-lethal trait, now he's taking the fatal trait. Oh no.
You either get the fatal or you get the non-fatal.
Oof.
It's good cop or bad cop in one package.
And what fatal does is that on the crit you roll the fatal die, so a d12 in this case, and then.
Personally, I probably wouldn't use it, but
But I mean, if there's nothing else, is there anything else?
Don't believe so.
We can go ahead and wake up to the next day.
Now, is all this commotion happening outside my jar today?
So, if this is where you set up, I mean, you would definitely be shoved towards the corner. I mean, this is definitely sort of an active, trading.
Yeah, no.
Like,
I
you're
would've-
attempting to set up, like, on the far end of the archery range.
I was just putting that out of the I would find a corner that isn't gonna, get arrows shot at me or something like that. Like if it would be over here or something, whatever.
Right. Either way, I presume we all get up, we have our breakfast, we get our stuff in order, and then, around about that time, Sergeant Allo would come and find us. At the very stereotypical meeting point for the day, right outside of Lieutenant Laveris's office.
At the old meeting board.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was all right jobs. We sort of went behind you and dotted some I's and crossed some T's and all. But not a bad job on that thing at the Dragonfly Pagoda. Could have gone much worse either way. Following up
Much worse.
with the Hoff, though, we're sort of at a bit of an impasse. We're going to have some people go ask some questions, but you lot... Well, how'd you like another shot on finding a missing person? Fantastic. We're looking for an Anastasia Corvus. Apparently she's been missing for several days now. I believe it's 3. The report was made by Dara Fekul. Apparently some sort of tavern over. Yeah, it's Fekul. I'd like you to head on over.
Anastasia's last name? What was
Corvus.
Anastasia's last name?
Corvus.
Raven. Okay.
So, in your time, I'd like you to head on over to the Misty Mug and speak with Dara. There's something a little odd about the report, apparently. There's a note here saying that she doesn't believe she's actually missing. I'm not sure who took the report or why it's here, but regardless, something to be aware of. Questions?
No, sir.
Nope.
Fantastic.
Give the salute and ready to start the day.
Okay, gives you a salute, ready to start the day.
Head out the door, I guess. Did we need to buy anything before we go start this?
And follow myself as well.
I mean, we might need a new ladder, because I forgot that at the pagoda. But if we don't need that, I'll go.
I mean, honestly, for an item that you thought you'd never use and used in the second session.
Twice already.
Yeah. It might pay to.
But they're so pricey, though. They're 3 gold.
That's all good. So we got 46 as a group.
So wait, we didn't put the war pick in the party loot, did we?
No, I'll add it in there.
Great pick.
Actually, how does that affect the price, by the way?
It's a
I
great pick.
couldn't tell you exactly without actually looking it up.
Yeah, I reckon Zeke should shoot off and pick up another ladder. It can be our thing, always having a ladder.
It's like rope.
Yeah, it'll be
Always
our
have a ladder.
rope.
If you'd like
Imagine-
to, it's certainly not difficult. You're in quite a large city. You could pop one off, even finding everybody else or meeting back with them too.
Gotcha. Time to put in party with then.
Yeah,
-3 from our civil fortress.
We just have to have a collapsible ladder emporium. It's just a shop of collapsible ladders.
Okay, it's been put to party loot.
Surely that must exist somewhere, right? A shop that sells nothing but ladders.
Seems very over specialized.
Seems very over special.
Hey, they're about to make a killing. I see the sale of ladders soaring in the coming months.
So we're gonna lose this thing a lot.
Just random.
I don't know.
Left all over the city.
You're the only one who's lost one of the ladders so far. Though to be fair, you bought the first ladder. But where is this misty place? We probably should have asked that much at least.
It's in the precipice quarter again.
Yeah, I would have figured that much.
Yeah,
like,
this is a
it's more
thing.
the-
We're sort of flagging people down, and we're finding out exactly where it is, and
Yeah.
we can do so without too much. So, pull ourselves on Steam up. Without any.
Is it empty currently?
It would certainly not be empty currently.
I would probably unsummon.
Okay. So,
Please don't
Dara
disappoint
Fekul, person behind the bar, is a female gnome. Most of the things, seats and whatnot, are definitely geared towards what we would call a sort of shorter clientele. In structure and furnishing, it looks pretty much just like any other bar. There's candles pretty much everywhere, and really the amount is kind of excessive to the point of being really just shy of a fire hazard. With a few incense burners. Clicking up from the top of the slotted rafters above somehow is pulling the air up, keeping a miasma of smoke throughout the bar. It's not doing a really good job in pulling it out of the bar, but it's doing a pretty decent job in pulling it up towards the rafters. She would see you and wave you down and beckon her over, hand things over to someone else at the bar, a worker, and invite you all to take a seat.
And I would awkwardly do so.
Seats out of the bar.
I would also do so, but less awkwardly.
The three small characters just look at each other, then look at the big characters like, ha, now you know how we feel.
Yeah, it's definitely, you're sitting in a chair that's not made for someone of your height, Efren. I don't know if you in your adult life have ever been to an elementary school or something like that, where they have chairs for kids and whatnot, but man, it really only comes up to about your ankles. So it's an uncomfortable sit. Your shins are higher.
Have
I was gonna say ankles.
My shins.
Sorry for the small seat in love, but it is what we got.
I mean, it's perfect for us.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
normal
I
sized
see
folks.
no problem.
Normal sized
Yeah.
folks.
Well, we hear you might have some information towards Anastasia or Donna. Fickle and Corvus, I believe the last names were, although not in that order.
You know, those. One person we're looking.
Yeah, but
Anastasia Corvus. I'm Dara.
yeah, and then we were also given the name Donna
No.
as well. No?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No, I see what I did then. That was my bad. I misheard there. That's me.
Right. The wine merchant. We had some issues. Well, I certainly have some issues. I bought this wine. She came by, selling things before the Radiant Fair actually started. A magical wine. Once you cool it down, it stays cool for days and days afterward. Not a terrible taste on it either.
You're not supposed to cool wine.
What's that?
You're supposed to have it at like a fairly room temperature.
Oh, well, not this wine. It's ice wine. That's the actual name. You haven't had any?
Sounds like the type of thing someone would sell you then disappear afterwards.
Well, now that you mention it exactly like that, something similar has happened. The wine's real. I verified the wine myself. It's an item that certainly exists. But, we came to an arrangement. I was buying she called it a unit. Something around the order of 20 bottles of this ice wine. I paid a pretty penny, too. 200 gold pieces. So you can imagine how annoyed I am when she, supposed to be delivering these 20 bottles of ice wine to me 2 days ago, hasn't showed up yet. I, of course, paid in advance. Pretty common, but, well, she's missing.
Full amount, though? I mean, a deposit I would understand, but
No,
you paid full amount for quite a exorbitantly priced, we'll call it a vintage, I guess?
Well, it's just the way things work. It's the way business is done. Now, there's good news about it, and there's bad news about it. So, I know she's sold it to some other people, and some of the other people have actually received it. I followed up with the people, and discovered that, who was it? Mazersha at the Humble Jug, Horatio Malaven from the Wet Mammoth, Vincent Baronbeeks from Assault and Battery. They all purchased the wine. And again, some of the people actually have gotten it.
They probably paid after they got the wine instead of before they got the wine.
Look, the long and short of it is, they paid. They got delivered. I paid. I'm nothing. I got nothing to show for it except for an empty hole where I had 200 gold pieces and I was planning on putting 20 bottles of wine. Look. What I want you to do is I want you to track this person down. If you can get me my wine, that's great. But if nothing else, I want my money back.
Any proof you paid them?
Well, I have a receipt, yes.
Okay, we're gonna need that.
Can I
Or a copy.
get you a copy and keep the actual receipt with the signature? And
Sure.
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
all right, if you'll give me a few moments, I'll head to the back and grab that. Anything else?
Not off the top of my head right this moment. No.
All right, I'll be right back.
Just out of character, like the first suspect would be the person who has been wronged.
Hmm.
Oh, this person's disappeared. Let's look at the person who in the past few days has an issue to have an, or has a reason to have an issue with them.
Just maybe.
After about 10 minutes or so, she comes back. She does have the original receipt. She passes the original receipt around. She, makes a copy of it. What it is for is delivery, 2 days prior, which would be the day before the Radiant Festival actually started.
It looked legitimate.
Yeah, I mean, as far as you know, again, things aren't necessarily on, quote unquote business paper where there's carbon copies and all that. But, there's a signature on there, both parties, and explaining the deal and all.
Fair enough.
Well, where did you, I suppose, do the deals with her?
Here.
Do you have any other lodgings or addresses for her, or anywhere that you were supposed to go if any issues occurred?
No. Generally, I know I certainly wouldn't give my personal address to someone I was making a deal with.
Well, no personal address, like a place you could follow up at.
Yeah,
if there
I
are
mean,
complications.
did she pose herself as a, I guess, independent merchant, or does she have a business she runs, or a name that she
no,
gave you?
she's Irasini. She is not from around here. She is about as far out from here as you can get. She doesn't have like a business, brick and mortar here. She came here to this place in order to attempt to sell this stock of wine. That's pretty much it. Now, look, chances are she's gone out. She's, gotten distracted. There's a lot going on at the fair. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on right now, but again, I'm 200 gold down right now with nothing to show.
Well, we will do our best and be in contact once we know anything else. We'll go see if we can pull up any leads with these other pub owners.
Sure. Again, the Humble Jug, Wet Mammoth, Assault and Battery.
Assault and battery. I thought it was just salt and battery.
Assault.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you working on this. I certainly do. Let me know if anything comes up. I'll be here.
Yeah, we'll return either when it's completed or if we have any questions.
Certainly appreciate it.
And we can leave to, I guess we go to the first one, the Humble Jug.
Sounds like a nice place to go.
We
I
make
mean-
our way to the Humble Jug.
That sounds all right, not amazing, but
just
okay.
Humble.
This
Walk
sounds
in and
humble.
walk up to the bar.
So the Humble Jug is a spacious tavern filled with round tables and a bar draped in a velvet sort of bunting. It kind of looks admittedly out of. There's a raised stage that takes up the back, which is what
Yeah,
it shows on the map. And the walls are covered with musical instruments. And the ones within reach look more playable, but the ones further up on the wall certainly look more fanciful and have some artistic carvings and whatnot. We see a lizard folk ahead of us at the bar.
Well, waffle irons are useless. There's no reason to get one.
What if you wanted to cook waffles?
I mean, you cook a pancake, which is just better.
No, you know what's even better? You can get symbols imprinted on it. Glyph of warding anyone?
Exactly. Fireball pancakes. Waffles. Fireball waffles. Who doesn't want that?
So as you come towards the bar,
I have prepared explosive waffles.
they give you a nod and they say, "Morning, officer. Something to eat or drink?"
We're here to ask you about the wine.
She means to say is you recently had dealings with a Anastasia Corvus for some ice wine, I believe it's called.
And as you mention the
Second,
name,
is ice wine legal or is this like an illegal drink?
no,
Yeah, like
it's illegal. It wouldn't be
there
a
was something I
magical
was thinking
drink.
before.
It's on the level.
Yeah. So
Um,
he's not going to shut down just because we've mentioned it. It's not like, hey, you know where to buy some meth?
The
The fuck did I get back?
it's nothing like that. But again, oh yes, her. I'm Azasha. Yeah, no. Okay. How do you know about the wine?
The law knows everything around these parts.
The dealer has recently gone missing, and one of her clients seemed to have made a payment and not received their wine.
I
They
see.
gave us your name as and residence here or business here as having dealt with Anastasia and successfully. We don't, at least at this point, believe she is trying to scam or rip off anyone or anything like that. She's merely gone missing.
Well, that explains some things. As you obviously know, apparently, I did make a deal with this woman. I have not received my wine. She was supposed to deliver today, but later last night, in the early hours. But, well, here I stand with no wine. And she's missing, you say?
Yes. When was the last time you spoke to her? The other one was meant to have been delivered 2 days ago. So if we have some timeline for when she was last spoken to.
I spoke with her 2 days ago. It was supposed to be delivered, well, for all intents and purposes, today.
And you've had no previous dealings with her, successful or otherwise? This is first time dealing with Anastasia?
None. First time dealing with her.
Would you be able to tell us which of these two other bars are the closest? The Wet Mammoth or Assault and Battery?
They are equidistant.
Of course they are.
Also, how much does she owe you?
20 bottles, a unit. Pretty standard.
Cost of which?
Well, is that look 180 gold?
A receipt as well.
A receipt? Yes.
Can we have a copy?
Sure.
I mean, we don't need a copy if you're not interested in guaranteeing.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I would be. I just presumed she was late, but yeah. Give me a moment. Grabs it. So, you think something happened to her, or what?
Don't know. That's why we're talking to you.
Sounding like it. She's 2 days late on another delivery, as I said before. We've got another 2 bars to check up with and see if they've spoken to or had dealings with her in the past. So we'll be back in touch with you when we know more exactly and manage to find her ourselves.
Sure. Huh. Well, sure. Look, if there's anything that I can think of, I'll let somebody know, I guess.
I'll just nod. And would he have made the coffee while we were having this conversation, I take it?
Yes.
Yes. And off to the next bar.
The equidistant bars.
And see, as we're walking between the bars, I'd turn to the party, and you can, if you misspoke or I misheard before, Grim, but I'd bring up, didn't Dara say that these other 3 had successful dealings with her already?
Character,
As
I
in
thought
product
Grim said that, but then
delivered?
I was like,
Well, that's
thought I
why I
just
said
misheard it.
if Grim misspoke or I misheard or something,
Some of that
then
was
he can step
me
in as well. But this
misspeaking.
is just
gotcha.
Okay, yeah. So if that wouldn't have been an issue, then I probably wouldn't have brought it up with the party. But otherwise, it was just icy as we were walking between destinations.
And where would we like to go to next? Salt and Battery or the Wet Mammoth?
The next one down the line, Whitmer.
If my theory is correct, then this one should be expected their wine tomorrow, and then the final destination will be the proper place. Wes. I have a hunch.
You have a hunch.
So where to?
The Wet
Ball
Mammoth.
battery? Oh no, the wet place.
The Wet Mammoth.
Yeah. Also, is that Fraser? It is Fraser.
So oddly enough, the Wet Mammoth, it's a narrow store, sort of built to resemble a mead hall of the Lenorian kings. Dwarven sort of mead hall. But the person at the bar is a male human dampier.
It's not illegal.
It's not.
Hey, your existence is illegal.
But it's not
Normal.
right. It's definitely unusual. He would be a person some people may take issue with.
I take the cues, man.
The place is filled with long tables and benches with similar wood to the exposed beams. The fireplace takes up most of the entire back wall, and it includes roasting spits of chickens and pigs. There's a sign boasting that it's open basically 24/7, and that Horatio serves customers personally overnight. As you can see, it looks like he's actually cleaning up what he... And he continues cleaning.
We hear about the wine.
Yes, you'd like some wine? What can I get you?
We're looking for the ice wine.
Oh, it's a popular item. Individual glasses, or would you like to share a bottle?
This boy has some.
We're not here to try. We're here to ask questions about it. At least, not yet. Maybe later, but that's besides the point.
Oh, okay.
You were. How were you by any chance expecting a shipment of ice wine, or have recently just received a shipment of ice wine?
Yes, I received a shipment of ice wine 2 days ago. This isn't stolen, isn't it? Is it?
Not that we're aware of, but we might come back and say that later.
Oh.
Well, you shouldn't worry, because the person who delivered your wine. Wait, you say it got delivered 2 days ago?
Yes.
So,
And just to be sure, who did you purchase it off of?
An Anastasia?
yeah, that's her.
Is she okay?
We don't know. Do you know her? Do you have a connection with her? Outside buying wine from her, obviously.
Well, yes. No, but I mean, I had hoped to, certainly. We had, well, you know, she was going through, hitting up a lot of the taverns and bars and whatnot, and if I say so myself, we sort of hit things off pretty well together. We, you know, let's just say we hit things off very well together.
That's great.
I had sort of worried I had offended her because I haven't seen her since, well, she delivered the wine 2 days ago.
Yeah, she's gone MIA. The other taverns didn't get their wine. I list off whatever 2 taverns we've been to: the Holy Flask and the like jug or something. And regardless, they haven't gotten their wine yet, and that's why we're here. Somewhere between 2 days ago and now, this person's gone missing.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God, do you think something's happened to her?
I mean, it's very possible they could be dead.
Oh God! Oh no, 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 no. No, that can't be. No, we had a connection. We had a real connection. We talked all through the night. No, 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 no. Please, no. And he starts just blubbering, crying, and sobbing.
If we find her alive, we'll come back and tell you.
Oh God, please do. Do whatever you have to. Please, please.
Well, you can help us. Well, help you by helping us.
We need.
Are we sure about that? Did she make note of anything? Like where she was heading after she dropped off your wine?
No, she said she had a couple of other deliveries. I don't know where she was going immediately after, but I do know she sold to the Humble Jug, the Misty Mug,
been there,
Wet Mammoth, and
been there.
Assault and Battery, I think.
Haven't been there yet.
Okay. And that's anything else she brought up besides those deliveries? Do you know where she was staying by chance?
I don't. She did say she was going to look for something new, something a bit more romantic, though. I thought I was... Oh, God.
Ha! I don't imagine Assault and Battery is very romantic.
You haven't been there.
You aren't wrong.
Alright, to Assault and Battery we go. Thank you for your time. Good
Thank you for your time. We'll try see if we can help her.
Please let me know. Whatever happens.
Alright, we'll let you know she died. Terrible.
Jesus Christ.
Terrible death.
And like, just as we're going through the door, possibly within earshot, possibly not, you just hear a whisper from Dances at Dusk. Jeez, that's sad.
All right, so we go to assault and battery.
Well, you head outside.
Paris in a building.
And there's the person we're looking for. Oh wait, actually, can I go back inside really quick? I'm gonna do a U-turn at the door.
You can, hold on.
You don't need to pull the map open because it doesn't matter. But because you seem quite interested in the person, so can you give us like a physical description of them?
Sure.
Because we see them on the side of the street.
I can, but it may not help a lot. But
The
yeah,
description
human, obviously.
Okay, human.
Green eyes, sort of
Okay.
brown hair, average middling height. You know, she wore Parisian garb, which, you know, they're from the snowy north, so lots of fur, as you can kind of imagine. She said she was hot, I believe, but she didn't take off the fur, so.
Very person with human with green eyes. We've got it. Thank you for your time.
Very cool then.
So,
All right, and with that knowledge,
as we begin to head towards Assault and Battery, we are stopped
okay.
by a barking dog. Oof, oof.
By an actual barking
By an
dog, or
actual dog.
Okay.
But
Wait, is this dog like pulling us over, or like
the dog is coming straight for you.
does he look familiar?
He does. It's Sir Reginald
Oh, yeah.
Hicksford Plottingshire the Third,
the fourth?
fourth, whichever. And he is barking. You just, you know, in a huge way. He's obviously trying to get your attention. He does not have, it should be noted, a message or
armed?
anything for you, but he's definitely trying to get your attention. You know, he believes he got it. And he's attempting to lead you somewhere as well.
We shall
What is it, boy? Someone fall down a well?
Yeah, someone fell down a well is what he says.
Oh, gosh.
He fell down the old well.
We have a ladder for this.
He takes you.
I mean, I never said I followed.
I'll follow.
I follow.
All right, I followed him.
Follow the ward, Reginald,
Can't let the
Hicksford,
goodest boy down.
Plottingshire, fourth.
So, this is going to involve some stuff, so hold on for a moment.
Okay. I'll hold.
This is
It's not the case for like practically every map we go to.
it involves
Concealment.
setting up a dynamic.
Time to look up if I have a night dark vision or not. I don't remember.
It's not really nighttime, so it's not an issue, but there are things that cut. Can everybody see at the very least?
No.
Yep.
Can you
Yeah, I
really
see.
not see?
Yeah.
Okay. I see now.
Okay, so there's a couple of things sort of straight off. We're at a place sort of fenced in that we can see is the rather large wooden fence. The gates are chains, rather, are sort of. What we can see is that there's a little bit of chain dangling from either side, and then there's a rusted pile down at the middle of the floor. There's a sign that says Knight's Marvelous Menagerie. And tents, wagons, and carpets displaying goods for sale define a small marketplace just outside the zoo's fence. Panicked merchants shout from behind wagon doors or tightly closed tent flaps. On one of the carpets, a life-size statue of a merchant wraps its arms around an array of fine vases, as if trying to protect them from something. Several other small rugs and pillows have been piled haphazardly in the market center, around which stalks a strange creature resembling a bat-winged chicken, screeching challenges.
Like, is it speaking common? Like, fight me?
Nope, it's just screeching.
Gotcha. People just think it's trying to challenge.
Correct. You're right. It could be doing anything, you know?
Just trying to find a mate.
Uh-huh. But we do have a picture of it.
It has teeth. Okay.
Surely does have.
Must be nice.
I don't know. This sounds like a job for Taser V2.
Taser V2, what?
I wish Sir Reginald the best in his endeavors.
Oh, he barks thank you. He hopes you have a good day and good luck.
I mean, he's gonna roll initiative with us, surely.
He is not. You dismissed him.
I didn't dismiss him. Sir Reginald, get back here right now.
He's already gone. He can't hear you.
He's a good boy.
He's off on good boy quest.
So are we doing this in initiative, even if this isn't necessarily?
Sure.
a fight?
Yeah. We'll go ahead and we can pop our initiative.
So, would this be the normal perception initiative or some
I have
other
no
special
clue on my
initiative?
Perception initiative.
It's just on your character sheet, bottom right.
I don't have a character sheet.
Ah, that is fair enough.
Could literally be anywhere.
Why do I keep
Everybody's
forgetting?
still on.
Is this it?
You may have to change your initiative. Basically, since, you know, and like this, you can take the better of the two.
Well, I'm definitely not rolling better than my crit, so I'll definitely take my crit back.
Alright, I'll roll twice then.
Never mind.
11, I'll
Crit
take
again.
it.
You crit
I
twice.
critted again.
Son of a bitch.
Get 'em
I don't
all
know
out.
why.
I'm just going to base it off the first roll.
So dances at dusk. You're up first. Again, there's this thing sort of in the middle. It's, you know, hissing. It's making a, you know, rooster or cock-a-doodle-doo. And it's just sort of screeching. It also looks to be tearing up some carpet and sort of piling it up.
Making a nest. I'm first going to use one action to move us up here to get a little bit more of a view around. And then 2 actions to try and daze it.
Basic will saving. It has failed.
So 4 damage. I believe it is. Yeah. And that is my turn.
Okay. You said there was a trader or merchant or cradling his vases, right?
There's a statue
A statue,
of
okay.
a merchant, sort of.
Oh! Okay, so I know what this is, but I don't know if my character knows what it is. Okay. Could I possibly roll a society check or something to see if I would know what it is?
Society check? Why would
Nature,
Earth would do a
maybe.
society
Maybe nature,
check?
yeah.
You can recall knowledge. Taking a check. It would be Arcana, I believe.
Arcana. Sounds good to me. Did that roll? I don't think it did roll. I don't know what that bird is.
You don't know what it is.
Okay, I think recall is just a single action, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. 2 more actions.
Just recall 2 more times.
You could.
I guess I could.
Just think really
What is
hard.
this? I know what it is.
I
swear.
think hard.
You think really hard.
Because I assume it's a basilisk. Or cockatrice.
Either way, don't look at it.
So yes, you do know. It took you a moment. You got it. It's definitely a cockatrice. Man, 25 crit. You do know that it's not a vision thing, similar to the basilisk. It has to attack you and peck you. And you sort of slowly turn to stone as you're pecked by the.
Okay, so keep your distance, everyone.
You also know it's pretty good at pecking.
Very. Gotcha. Okay, so I have 1 action. That is 2 actions, so I cannot do that. I am just trying to figure out what to do. You know what? I'll just move a little closer. Just a smidge. Smidge closer, and that should definitely be within range.
Yep. It is
Thank-
Beaktooth's turn.
Oh, no.
Beaktooth is not very smart, so does not know where the days come from. But he does see the thing in front of him, so he will move forward and he will attack Zeke Feldo, the Thundering Jerboa.
Oh, thank God.
Can I diplomatize him not to?
Holy shit, a plus 13?
What?
Misses.
He misses, but holy shit.
Ephron the Shade, it is your turn.
Man, I would have been really good if I was level 2 right now.
Should be.
Taser.
I don't know what I could do. I will run up and do my patent move, which is I will run 10 feet away, which this doesn't have snapping, so.
Yeah.
And then I will slap him for a +7 hit. I don't even know. Is my thing even set? I'm just gonna roll a d20. You can decide. We got 7 to it. I think this is what I rolled hit. I don't actually even know. Oh wait, this is an attack though. I have to grapple him. How do I even do that? What is that supposed to be?
It's an action, I believe.
I already said I attack him, so let's just say I attack it once for the first thing.
Okay, you hit.
And then I takes 1d10 plus 3. 1d10. I'll just roll a d10 like this. Add 3 to this. So he takes 8 damage, I think. Something like that. Then I need to grapple him. How do I grapple him?
I think that would be an athletics.
Athletic skill. Let's see here. You roll the weapons and bonus attack roll as an item bonus to the athletics check. If you critically fail, you drop the weapon. Okay, so what? Athletics +7, I guess is what it'd be. I have no clue what my athletics is. I can't find it. Could be anywhere on this sheet.
That should be center with the third one from the top.
Yeah.
This is not with +7. So, granted, it would only be a 14 because I rolled in 1. So,
Okay, and it's your second attack, so
well, it's a grapple. It's not an attack, is
it
it?
still counts as being.
Is it though? Because it's a grapple,
It's still an attack action.
but it's a grapple action.
It's still an attack.
Yeah, it's classed as attack in this kind of thing.
Same as like a shove or a
Disarm, trip.
or a disarm.
Well, it misses. I can only imagine. I can't imagine I hit him with a
So,
1.
It's a fortitude DC.
Oh, I have no clue what it'd be.
Oh, no, it rolls.
Oh, well, I mean, does it? That's what I'm saying. I have no clue what it needs to roll to beat it.
Higher than 7.
Yes. So it is not grabbed.
All right.
Right. That was all 3 of your actions. The Amir, it's your turn.
Yes.
For the record, you can go under the tent. It does count as, difficult. Because it is littered with goods that have been, should be noted, trampled.
Yeah. Probably hit around here, and I'm not sure if that counts as just one move or 2, but I will come around and draw my weapon.
It's 10 to that
And if
square, 20 to that 5 to
So that'll just be one movement. So I should still have one action to
you have 2.
attack with the
Because the movement was just 1.
drew
That's a hit.
my weapon.
Yeah, I don't know if I have my
Does
weapon
that
drawn. I just
damage
assumed I
there?
did. So,
For terrible damage.
All right, dancing at dusk.
Gonna back up a bit more. And then I'm going to I guess for this turn I'll just cast another daze. I'll start my daze next turn.
Right, basic will.
Makes it. That's my turn.
Seek Feldo, the
Okay.
Thundering Jerboa.
Yep, just reading up some rules for a sec. Figuring out my turn.
are you telling me that? Are you going to tell me that I indeed do not take a penalty upon trying to grapple it twice?
Okay, so I will try to intimidate or demoralize it, sorry, which is a intimidation. And typically you would have a
It's gonna be
minus
minus
4
4.
because it doesn't understand common, but I glare at it very hard.
That's great.
All right, so
I think that'll be a will check.
actually,
Imagine using that on a basilisk.
But it just gains frightened 1, I believe, if you succeed.
so it did fail. It is
Frightened 1.
Frightened 1.
Okay.
Long story short,
-1 on everything.
It still takes that plus 13 down to a plus 12.
Then I use Tether on the bass cockatrice.
Ah, yes.
Together. Use magical chains, vines.
And I think he must attempt a reflex save. I think the target is 15.
So failure. Minus 10 foot circumstance penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Beak tooth. Not 100% sure which one that came from, but he was guessing it came from Zeldo, the Thundering Jerboa. It attacks you.
I think I'm good. Man, I am lucky right now with those rolls.
It attacks you again.
Oh!
Never mind.
So, you take 10.
Okay, and do I have to roll for the petrification
You do.
thingy?
You have to make a DC 20 Fortitude saving throw.
Fuck! Were we refreshed last time or no?
Yeah.
For a whole full points? Gotcha. Just to be sure.
Yeah. We're full health points. Any hero points we have, they're back. That is a fail?
Fail. Yep.
And you die.
Would you like to reroll
Is it a
that? Or are we keeping it?
that would be a critical fail, actually, wouldn't it?
Yes. By
That's
10.
right.
I think I would have to use my hero point. Big oof.
You are slowed 2. So, slowed 2 takes that many actions away from you.
Oh,
Don't get hit again.
Noted.
Ephron, it is your turn.
Alright.
Zeke Fellow, the
Go.
Thundering Jerboa, is looking decidedly stony right now and very stiff.
He's got arthritis. Well, I wish him the best of luck in his endeavors. I'm going to. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move one. Actually, I'm not because it's gonna take an action or something to move. So.
Yeah.
What the hell does this net thing even do to him? He can't move. Like.
He has minus 10 movement speed.
Okay, so that doesn't even matter.
Not at that range.
I'm going to try to trip it. So it has to, I don't know, get back up. Which is a athletics plus weapon thingy-majigger. I'll just roll athletics. Plus 7 to that, which is going to be a 15 and probably fail.
Okay, so and skill action. Dead
Yeah.
against his reflex.
Alright. I'm going to try to trip him again. For however much. Add 7 to that, 28, minus however much I lose for attacking him.
Stripped.
Nice. And I'm going to try to grapple him, which is the same thing, plus 7. And
Ha! I don't know how to proceed with this now, with this information I've been given.
You're in trouble. Is that the way you proceed with it?
Oh no, it's like I fucked up on the rules, but I'll accept what happened to me, but I just know my saving throws aren't the right things. Because I forgot to modify those.
So you're gonna grapple it. It is
grappled and tripped. And on the ground.
with your free hand.
Well, if he gets grappled, yeah.
He's grappled.
Nice. So he's grappled and he's tripped.
Mm-hmm.
And my work is done. That's my turn. That's the 3 things.
Okay. Ymir.
Do we know what we need to do at all, or are we just?
We need to put this thing down first. Zeke needs to not get hit again.
Definitely
Noted.
needs to not get it.
Then I will probably continue on with the soul method. And completely miss absolutely everything.
Yep, +2 because it's it's grappled, it's down, drained.
Yeah.
Yeah, dances.
It's prone. It's prone, so it has at least 1
Mm.
debuff to something.
Yeah. He gets +2 on all of his attacks.
Yeah.
Hold
I
on.
don't know.
4, like a 3. 5.
Just nowhere near enough to actually attack anything.
I guess I will have to just use 2 actions on this. To attack 19,
It's a hit.
damage 9, and then I will mark off my spell slot for that. And then I will. This have to be. Sorry, I'm just seeing if this is range or touch.
Touch is melee.
Yeah, but I'm seeing, it's touch with 1 action. I guess I will just cast this as well on Floof. He gets +1 AC to protect us.
Okay. Zeke Felder with a Thundering Jerboa.
I use my 1 action, Shocking Grasp. Because wait, one sec, gotta double check that if that's actually.
Did you use your 1 action to step away from it?
Because it'll get a
Never.
reaction attack.
So again,
No, it doesn't.
Not everything
No, it
gets
doesn't?
those.
Oh, okay.
And even if it got a reaction, wouldn't that be better than letting it stab you 3 times?
I mean, yes, but he can't even take 1. If he takes 1 more, he's stoned.
This one, for whatever reason, only hit. I don't know if I.
Still looking at something. Shocking grasp. Are you actually one action, or did I fuck up the reading on that? It is 2 actions, so I fucked that up. Oh,
I think most
I'll
spells
change
are
that.
actions.
It could move, or I can punch the cockatrice in its face. And it's a very Zeke thing to do.
How much do you like Zeke?
I mean, he doesn't just die if he gets stoned. It's curable, yeah.
I don't.
Well, we want
It
now.
is definitely not
saving,
within your funds to keep.
Yeah, there's saving rolls he gets to make every 24 hours.
I don't
Yeah.
get saving rolls, actually.
After you're petrified, it states it's permanent.
Yep, it's
There's
permanent.
probably ways, again, spells to do, but
Every 24 hours after it was petrified, the victim can attempt a DC 20 fortitude save to recover. On a critical success, the creature recovers. Oh, okay, that's when they're slowed. Never mind then.
Okay, fine. I'll do the less fun way. 1, 2, 3.
well,
Actually, I
luckily
could probably hit.
he does not attack you.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Fortunately,
goodbye,
he does attack Ymir.
goodbye, man.
One.
Um,
Doesn't he get like a -2 to attack
yeah.
because he's prone?
Oh no! Look, several things. Number one, he stands up.
Okay,
Number
that's an
two,
action.
he actually attempts to break the hole.
Grapple?
Yes.
Sure. Go for it.
Which is escape, which is unarmed attack modifier, acrobatics, or athletics.
Go with the DCs.
It will acrobatics, and it breaks
Okay.
3. It twists free from your grip.
Okay.
It is
Just by meeting the threshold, or
Wow.
by yes.
well, I mean, it crits, so I guess yeah. But I mean, like, what's its DC is what I'm asking. Like, is it a set thing for everybody, or is it based on something I have?
Let me pop it up. So it's typically the athletics DC of the creature grabbing.
Okay. I have no clue what my athletics DC is. It's not 31, granted.
It would probably
but-
be your class DC, plus your modifier, which is probably pretty similar to what it.
class DC. I have no clue what that is. 17.
Yes, that attack would hurt.
Or so, I don't know. It's roughly 17.
So Ephron, it's back over to your turn again.
Nice. I'm going to first things first. I'm going to try to trip it.
It is no longer feared. Okay.
That
was the reflex.
Hmm.
It is not tripped.
I trip it. It does. I don't even roll. It's not going to fail. I guess it might. Whatever. Sure. Well, I've rolled so many terrible rolls, but okay. I'm going to trip it.
A third
No.
time?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm just going to try to trip him 3 times. All right. I think because yeah, there's like a -8 or something for the third attack. All right, it's my turn.
Ymir.
Yeah. I will probably continue on doing the thing that hasn't been working so far.
Yeah. Well, that's a crit, so it worked out pretty well.
And would the first one have hit too, the 24?
Oh, I didn't even see that. It just popped up. Yes, that one hits. So the first
that's
and the
that one's
last hit.
just a regular damage. And that one's a critical damage.
That you're critical. What do you do to it? How do you end this thing? Because spoilers, you end it.
You never asked me how I get to kill stuff.
Well, now I am. Now I'm going to ask people how we kill things.
I've always wanted to, and you never let me.
That's exactly why I'm doing it. I remembered our conversation, and I'm like, you know what? We're doing it.
Thank you.
Kind of just plant the rapier down through the top of the skull. Just try and shish kebab it.
Sort of a short but sweet. Right. We are going to pull out of initiative, sort of. So now's like really a great time to, if we have preventative measures or need healing or something like that, because, you know, spoilers, we can sort of see this map. It's not a large map, but there's like a bunch of chock full.
I mean, I've got one heal.
I think I can heal somebody technically. Let me see.
I mean, if we
Does killing
concentrate for a few seconds.
Does killing Zeke counteract it, or does it instantly make it happen? Because if we can kill him, I can stabilize
I
him.
believe he just has to save from it. Doesn't he just get to save at this point?
No,
That's
I
every
cannot do
24 hours
saves.
now.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I can't.
No, I think Zeke is basically done.
Why can't you do saves whatsoever?
On critical fail, the petrification is permanent, and the creature cannot attempt any
You're
more
not
saves.
petrified.
Ah.
I did a critical failure.
You're
No.
You're just slow too.
That's when you're transforming. So every 24 hours, you make a save. If you critical fail that save, the petrification finishes and you petrify and you're done. But if you make those saves, you can come back. But it's a DC 20 fortitude.
Fair enough.
Still a rough roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Petrified though, he's just slow too, right?
Correct.
So then doesn't he just have to roll whatever to clear slow or something?
Every 24 hours.
That's the rule for slow, or is that the rule for petrified?
That's the rule for this calcification.
Got you. Okay.
Ability. Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
So it's not even stone, you're turning to bone.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's turning to limestone.
Right. So, is there anything we need to?
I mean, I can heal him.
I kind of want to butcher it.
I can also put some healing.
So,
We can't out these statue people. But
I don't know about the statue.
I'll butcher and take it, at least its head.
out from the window of this building right here on the corner.
Well, do I get to heal him, or
You can
So that-
heal him.
well,
How much HP are you down?
what's what I'm asking? I mean, I can heal.
I'm down 10, so.
Do you want the healing? Or do you not
Fine
want
for
it?
the timing.
Okay, well then I cannot heal. So there's someone looking through the window?
Yes. And I'm just gonna put her right here. She is sort of.
Is petrification considered a disease by some chance? Okay.
Probably a curse.
I don't know if it falls under quite on it. But a young sort of elvish woman leads out the window and begins shouting for help and saying, "It's in the store. You have to get in the store and get rid of it."
I know that picture makes her look pretty shifty.
Yeah, she was the type of person who'd sell you like ice wine and then leave.
Oh, good.
What is it?
A bear thing.
You don't know what it is? Can you give us a better description?
It's a feathery bear.
Oh,
What's a feather bear?
Is she telling the truth?
It's a feather bear.
I would like to roll insight.
It's an owl bear. And this is going to be really bad.
Her appears to be telling the truth.
I didn't even roll.
Well, I will at least go with her because I believe her.
So
Is it
again,
in this
she's
book?
sort of hanging out the window right now. He's telling you to head in through the place.
I try to waddle to the door.
The door she's standing
I'll
at?
come investigate.
This door, presumably.
Oh, yeah.
Can I just like creak open the door and peek my head in?
But I would.
Yeah, it's an owlbear.
What's an owl bear?
It's a possibly bad thing.
Look, that looks like just a.
So, the
Yeah,
inside of
that
this
is true.
green grocer's shop is a mess of smashed fruit and spilled vegetables, with overturned bins and shelves scattered across the floor. Counter runs across the south end of the shop, guarding a narrow door to a back room. On the north side of the space, a huge, shaggy beast with a cruelly hooked beak tears apart a display of gold wine.
So, new initiative or
Is it friendly?
It does not look friendly. New initiative.
Owlbears, by history, are not very friendly things.
Maybe this one is. I mean, why is it just an owl bear chilling in the middle of town? It's not like
is
I
there a
imagine-
cockatrice in the middle of town?
Yeah, I imagine we will find out soon.
We're in a menagerie.
It's a
I
very
reckon-
dangerous zoo.
I reckon we draw
Did
it
you not see
outside.
the sign? It's a menagerie. It's a place for magical animals.
Oh,
Hoots?
damn it,
And why
it's
did nobody know what an owl bear is if there was a sign that told everyone what it was?
Why
Maybe
did
she's
The
not
owlbear's
gone
not by
to
the
this-
owlbear sign.
Well,
why did I cut the cockatrice's head off?
we'll never know.
The problem is the owlbear is no longer by the owl.
Yeah. So are we killing it? I feel like we got to kill it, but I feel like we're gonna upset someone if we kill it. I mean, it has a name.
Hoots. The
Oh,
owl
the other one had a name.
will. You
Did it?
screeching advance.
Yeah, Big Two.
Ah,
We didn't know that though.
We don't know this one has a name either.
No, but I mean that was something Dusk at Dawn said.
He's
Like in
basically rampaging through the place and letting out a blood-curdling screech. So, you need to make a DC 18 will save.
Alright. We'll try.
Oh, no.
So, the good news is that if you... the two people who have failed it so far did not critically fail, so you are frightened too.
No, do I need to roll this as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
I thought this was just for the people. What do I roll?
Will saving throw.
Will save.
Wait, does it tell
Okay,
me
Will's
that I
not good
failed?
at.
You have passed. What's
I
up?
don't know what I rolled, but
Me and
Go
Zeke
ahead.
failed.
I rolled an 18. I see it today.
You rolled a 20. Jameer, you have
It
passed.
does say that with me. I have passed, yeah. I'm not frightened. Well, I am frightened, but just one.
Sure. Ymir, you're up.
I am up. What does frightened do?
-2 on everything.
Yes.
And it's minus equal to your frightened number, right?
And every turn it goes down.
Okay.
Um, I don't have any calming songs. They say music soothes the wild beast, but I don't got to do the right songs. Okay. Do we want to attack it? Are we going to? Can I hold my turn
We definitely
I
want to
see what
attack
everyone
it.
else does.
It just screamed at us.
Yeah, I was gonna say draw it outside so I can do my big thunder spell and hopefully just chunk it down. And then hopefully someone can non-lethal this one, or just lethal it.
Look, I'm
But
just
I don't
leaving
want to
this
do
one.
it inside the shop because it's a 10-foot range. Like, yeah. But I need essentially 2 turns because I've got to pull back first and then do the 3 actions. And then have it move outside and then cast.
Why don't you just zap it inside the store exactly?
Because I feel like 2d6 is a lot less than 5d6 damage.
Why you do 2d6?
Because that's the 2 action cost.
Got you, but we can still attack it when it's inside, yeah?
Yeah,
Or-
I just don't want to use my big spell inside in case it like starts a fire or something.
Look, I mean, it's a small price to pay for people not dying.
I mean, there's a lady trapped in the building, so the
She's
people
not
not
trapped, but she was
dying
literally
may
leaning
still
out.
have.
She was leaning out the window. She could just jump out of it.
But we gotta tell her that.
Oh,
Hey,
look.
she might be a Pixar mom, okay? You don't know why only her top half was out the window.
What?
Oh dear.
But have you got like any buffs or anything, Jameer?
Yeah. Yes.
That sounds like a no. Oh, go on then.
Not many good ones.
Go attack the pissed off owlbear that is like 8 times your size. Go right ahead. Like each of us little characters is one of its arms.
You know
Yeah,
what?
that's what
That's
makes me
lucky for
kinda
you.
just
There's
wanna
3
just-
of you little guys, so you can get one arm, one leg.
We can all go
I
into the
just
trench
want to
cab.
back off a little. This person's probably gonna die. Unless they jump out the window.
I mean, they seem trapped in the back room, but they seem trapped there for some reason. Like, was it a big enough window that she could have climbed out, or was it like,
She could have,
a porthole
probably.
sized window? Okay, so she is just being stupid then.
Okay, I'll just go around there and tell her to
No,
climb
to
out.
be
then.
fair, on the other side of the window there was a cockatrice.
And to be fair, we've still got to, deal with the pissed off owlbear one way or the other.
So what is? Should I just get out of the way and try and lower it out into the air for you?
Not yet. Like I said, I need essentially 2 turns because I need to not be in the doorway.
Look, just go in there and start hitting it.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Gotta hit it one way or another.
You know what? Maybe I will.
You should. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'll just go in there and attack it.
This
Fronts up
might
this
be
thing.
might be one of the worst things I've ever decided to do.
Oh, well,
You know what?
But
At this point,
I'm
you
gonna attempt
may
to
as well
stab an
scream at it.
owlbear.
I was going to say, you may as well try scream at it and try and intimidate it back because it's probably going to do about as much.
The first
Let's
one
see.
hits.
I scratch it. I lightly scratch the owlbear.
You do. You lightly scratch. Dances at dusk. You're up.
This turn, I will just cast this first. Okay, so it just takes 4 damage before backing up here. And oh god, there's more.
So, shouting and the sounds of clanging and breaking emerge from the open air entrance of a blacksmith shop bearing a sign reading Arva's Ironwork. Inside, a large man wearing a turban and a leather blacksmith flails with a broom at a 5-foot-long lobster-like monster, shouting, "Out! Out, you feather-faced bastard!"
The lobsters don't have feathers. What are you calling a feather-faced bastard?
God damn it.
A
Hey,
rust monster?
you can't make us kill Rusty.
Rusty, no.
I am more justified in killing Rusty than the owlbear.
Rusty's a good guy.
You can try to non-lethally take it down.
You know what? Let's just run.
Not our job.
Like
Wait,
dead
it is.
serious. We like
Literally your job.
The dog
what
literally came to find us. By the looks
Like-
of it, not any other guards, us.
yeah, the level 2 guards being sitting here for some reason.
These guys have been on the job for 3 days. Yeah, they can take 3 magical enemies.
Who says that's all of them, though?
That must have been the rumors they were spreading yesterday.
Mm,
Funnily
People-
enough, this encounter was supposed to be done when you were level.
What?
Jesus.
Oh,
That one hit you.
yeah, like how many people are supposed to be in this campaign? Like 12?
4, so we're what? Like, even up 1 when we have all our players. But that is my turn.
Afrin!
Man, I wish I had a ranged weapon. Well, I'm gonna do my patented move. Is this a doorway right in front of me?
That is a
I
doorway.
close it.
She is playing XCOM.
Fuck.
Gonna walk in and burn it down.
I seem to be on the other side of that door.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I have like any ranged now. I don't. So I do need to walk forward once. And I'm gonna do my patent move. I'm gonna trip the bear.
That was the.
I have no clue.
Probably.
You trip the bear!
Alright, and now I'm gonna grapple the bear. This is like plus. You know what? Let me make a macro right now for it. I'm gonna create one right now. I'm gonna call it Trip the Bear. And it's going to be what is it like /roll 1d20 plus 7 plus 7. Does that work?
What do you
But then you have to subtract like 5 from it for whatever. But this is grapple the bear, so
So
something like that.
it is quite strong.
Okay, well he's tripped. That's my turn.
Zeke Feldo, the Thundering Jerboa.
I do the only thing I can. I'm glaring at that bear.
You glare at the bear. Hoots the bear! He stands.
I think that was actually Zeke's action trying to frighten it.
Yes.
Oh, was that a...
You scare the bear.
I think it just says whale DC,
Wow.
which I'm not sure on what that means for NPCs.
You trip the bear, you scare the bear.
Actually, intimidate.
Against the target's whale DC. I don't know what.
He doesn't have a will DC.
Oh, it doesn't work. Interesting.
You got a critical anyway. I'm sure it gets at
Yeah.
least frightened one.
Actually, would that be a frightened
Critical
2 or not? I'm not
success,
sure.
it's frightened too.
Woo!
Nice.
So after standing, the bear again just does this sort of pitching advance.
You bastard!
Interesting. It doesn't quite work. The
Ymir.
fuck? Why is he running
What?
in circles? What?
Oh, I see. So we'll have to do a will DC again, Chuck?
No.
Wait, doesn't it do a bloody screech?
Nope. Success or fail, you are immune to more instances of it for the next minute.
Why do you just do it
okay.
again?
So he moves.
This is not like.
Oh my god.
Look, I'm doing my macro. I'm just gonna keep
Jesus.
spamming it.
Why don't you just use the actual thing in the sheet? It's way
I don't
easier.
Because I don't have anything in the sheet.
How do you not have anything in the sheet? You used to have stuff in the sheet.
It was not for trip.
Would that just be
It's
athletics?
just an athletics. You just press the athletics button. And
No,
bam,
it
that's it.
doesn't include anything on my modifiers, though.
Yes, it does.
Not the bright ones.
It includes a 3 modifier for like your strength, and it includes a 3 modifier for being trained.
That's not the right.
What other
modifier,
modifiers are you trying to give it?
though. The weapon.
Wait, your weapon gives it what now?
Yes.
What?
Isn't it? That's what I've always assumed it was.
I think
Because
you
you
just
roll
make a
the
trip
what?
with reach using your. You don't get
No,
a
it's-
bonus like +7 to hit.
That's what I always assumed. Because it's a weapon, and then it says to use the include the weapon and all that. So I thought it was you'd use your grapple and then your weapon.
One sec.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but I don't believe +7.
It says you can use this weapon to grapple the athletics with the athletic skill, even though you don't have a free hand.
Right,
You use the weapon's reach and add the weapon's item bonus to the attack rolls.
Your weapon doesn't have an item.
Isn't the item bonus the to hit?
An item bonus would be, say,
If it's magical.
weapon.
Gotcha. Okay, well then it's just +7. Now we know.
I guess it doesn't also minus the attack stuff, but yeah.
Ymir, you're up.
Wait, yeah, does that mean it doesn't even bother to minus it?
No, you
Because
still
it's not attack.
because tripping is an attack act.
Don't think.
It does class as attack action in the skills.
Then why is it not an attack?
Because it is.
Nothing in Trip says is an attack.
Because it does. It has the attack tag.
It just says you have one free hand, your target can't do something.
Yeah, above that, the requirement.
I'm a little bit confused
I don't see
as
anything
to
about
why this
it being.
this bear's not actually
2, 4, 3.
hostile.
Because probably a trained bear, it's just rampaging.
One d6 bludgeoning damage when they fall. Oh no, that's a critical success. They take fall damage. It does not say anything. Oh, it does say attack. Ugh. Stupid.
I know it may sound like a weird thing, but can I try and play a tune to calm the owlbear?
Are you just playing a song?
Do a performance check. Just play some calming music for it.
Sure.
It is a frying 2 bad. Actually, probably frying 1. I think about it. They probably ticked over.
I don't entirely know if this will work, but
Probably not with the 12.
Hmm.
Doesn't look like it
not
works.
like that. Not like that. Kind of actually want to spit my hair up. I kind of want to leave. I want that to work.
Doesn't look like it worked.
Try it again.
Yeah, but it's just not gonna work.
I mean, if a crit
they're
doesn't
not.
work, then yeah, it's not going to work.
Well, I mean, he didn't crit.
The second one did.
That's legitimately.
Oh, I don't see a second
Yeah.
one. I just see the first one with the 12.
But yes, well, I will just go up and scratch it again.
Well, you perform twice and you move.
Did does yeah, that's cool.
Dances at dusk.
What's happening over here?
So, for the most part, again, this person is sort of pushing it away from a room. He's not really pushing it away from him, because the rest monster does not seem to be too interested in him. But he's attempting to push it away from its stock. He is doing so ineffectually, it should be. And he's just sort of, going through, eating like everything. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna begin 2-turn casting this, and I'm gonna suggest to him he might want to move out because this is going one of two places, depending if this owlbear comes out this door.
Says yes, and acts right at.
And that's my turn. I've got to use 3 actions this turn, and then I'm not sure if I get actions on my next turn or not. But I mean, I'm happy either way for a possible 5d6 damage if I make the hit.
So you spend 3 actions casting. You avoid finishing the spell and spend another 3 actions on.
Okay, yeah. Yep. That is me.
Ephron.
I walk up 10 feet away from the bear. I try to trip the bear. And then I'm going to try to, if it trips it, I'm going to grapple it. And then you can ignore the third attack.
Oh my.
So I try to trip, then I try to grapple.
Didn't we discover that one of those +7s wasn't right either?
Yeah, that's why I fixed it. Oh, wait, the first one's not right. You're right. Okay, the first one is a 17 then.
Okay, so the first one is a trip.
First one's trip.
It does not get tripped.
Alright, well then next I try to grapple.
Next, you try to grapple it.
Well, theoretically I would have tried to just trip, but whatever. I'll trip grapple, because that's kind of how I said it.
Roll a 4. Does not get grappled.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
last
Well,
is what?
I moved. No, I just
Oh,
there's
yes,
no
you
there's
moved. Right.
yeah. The macros just have to just do 3.
Zeke Faldo, the Thundering Jerboa.
I pull out my meteor hammer. Turn done.
Boots. Freaking all the while.
Oh,
Oh, what the fuck? He zooms by.
Rusty continues eating and gorging on metal. Yummier.
I don't really know what to do about that.
Stop it.
You hear a holy hell and a clatter from the back as somebody climbs back into it.
I'll go over here and open the door, and then say we got rid of the bear problem.
Yeah, sort of, she says.
It's out of your shop.
It's gone, isn't it?
Problem solved.
It's not gone. It's right outside the window.
Well, that's not your shop. You're welcome.
You're right. Thank you. I do appreciate it. You have no idea how much. I'm sorry if I sounded like a jerk, but you did get it out of my shop. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What the hell is going on?
We don't know.
It seems like there was a breakout at the menagerie next door.
Bloody zoo. Alright, what else, Ymir?
That's pretty much all we know at the moment. We were
Oh, I mean, what else are
led
you
here by a
doing?
dog. He couldn't.
you have an action left.
I will probably head off to try and read with everyone.
Alright, dances at dusk.
Everything is going very well.
Zeke, I know it may not be easy, but try deal with this rust monster, and then the lightning bolt zips off towards the owlbear. So, do I take that? I fucking hope I don't take that roll.
No. Good.
Yeah, because I'm technically casting it now. Yeah. 16, and just for the sake of hoping for a crit, I'm going to use my hero roll. Do you take the higher of the two, or have to take the second when you use a hero point?
I think you take the second, but I don't know.
Let's put it this way. You want to take the second.
Yeah, I'll take the second. No, it didn't matter. Alright, it still does the explosion damage, which is 2d6.
Will be a 2.
Basic reflex save for, I assume, half damage. And I'm also sparkling with electricity for a minute. So where's that lightning bolt?
Afrin, you're up.
I'm going to move 1, 2. Actually, not going to when's the outbreak go? 3, 4. How much feet is this?
I think each score is 5.
3, 1, 2. So I can only move this far. Alright, so I can only move that far. And then I'm going to move another 5 feet, unfortunately, with my movement action. Make sure I'm going to kind of like, I may as well move to the side or something like that for like extra flankability onto the dead cockatrice. I want to stab it.
The headless dead cockatrice.
You add 7 to that, so whatever,
That's
plus
it.
7 then. Okay. And it's 1d10 plus 3, which is
13.
19 damage.
19.
Or 9 damage.
You know, that owlbear beak looks like it'd make a good shoulder pauldron.
Siegfelder, the Thundering Jerboa.
I will try to head towards the rust monster, which I think is this way.
Wouldn't it make more sense to deal with the owlbear first?
I was told to
He's-
deal with the rust
He's got
monster.
one action per turn. That owlbear, like, you and your bear should be able to deal with that, hopefully.
I'm in a bad place.
Hoots goes on a rampage.
Hoot, 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 hoot.
A whooping and a hollering. Rusty continues gorging on metal.
Oh, he's a
Ymir,
good
you're
boy.
up.
Uh, yes, I'm going to head down this way to start with. Yeah. And over here, I would assume this is the field that everything's meant to be in. So I would try and get the bear's attention. I don't know how I can do that. It seems pretty rampagey.
Wave your arms and shout at it. No, to be fair, you've been stabbing at it. That didn't get its attention.
So maybe what I should do is just stab at it again. Maybe I'm not stabbing at it hard enough.
Solid
And
logic.
that's why it's... I'm still not stabbing it hard enough.
Dances at dusk.
It is my turn. I guess I'm going to range on this 5. Yeah, so I'm going to go up to it because I don't wear anything metal, and 1 action and then 2 actions. Oh,
It is unexpected.
goddamn, push me off.
Effing.
I'm going to do my patented move. Walking 5 feet. Actually, maybe I can walk around. No. Whatever, I'll just stand here. And I'm going to try to... I'm just going to attack it. What else is there to do? Miss, I assume. What's that? It's a 16.
That's a miss, I'm afraid.
Shame. Plus, what would that be? 3? 14, that's a miss. Like the same thing, but where it's also a miss.
Siegfelder, the Thundering Jerboa.
Is that 10 feet? I think that's 10 feet, right? 2 squares? Okay. My turn's silly.
Hoots.
Further. Slow just means you only get 1 action. Doesn't mean you can't walk farther. You're not.
No, that's my reach.
He's still trying to keep out of reach of it as well.
God,
The
yeah.
good news is that Rusty doesn't know you tried to do anything to it. And continues eating. Yummier!
Yeah. Seems like there's not much of an option but chase down them. I mean, there's probably an option. I'm just not smart enough to figure it out. Chase the bear and keep poking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Keep missing. I'm not having any luck.
Dances at dusk.
What's he currently trying to eat? Like,
A suit of armor.
can I try and use one action to pick up the, maybe the torso plate or something, and try and lead him out with it?
You can try to pick it up.
Can't lift up like a piece of armor. He's
Yeah.
wearing it.
Yeah, but
I was thinking like, in action to pick it up, and then what role would it be to try and lead it out? Which would be another action, I take it, along with my movement action to actually lead it out. Nature? Would it be a nature roll to try and, coax it out with the armor?
you tell me what you're doing exactly.
I think the idea is he's grabbing
You're
it.
a
And
smith filled with metal. What makes him want that piece of metal?
He's trying to get his
Well,
attention.
that's why I asked, what's he actively eating right this second? Like,
He's got
if
a suit
he's
of armor.
trying to, run his feelers over a particular suit of armor or a sword or something, I'll pick up that
so most of
item
that
and
sort of
try and
stuff
lead
is
him out.
Based on survival.
Survival?
It should be noted he does not look happy.
That's fine. Turn his attention to me at least. But that's my turn. It would have taken, I mean, I guess I've got one turn action left because I wouldn't have moved yet. So, or no?
So you stayed there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if he wasn't following me, then I wouldn't have ended up moving.
Yeah. So you sort of take it from him, you grab it, and he starts thrashing, and there's this sort of black liquid all around its. That's just dripping and pouring out from it's.
No. Don't really. The duration of this one round, okay. Yeah, no, that'll be my turn for now then.
Okay. Ephron.
Where on earth is Barry to go? You know what? Just don't have the energy to go on.
Love how we're just splitting the part. 100%.
You know what? I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna go check to see if this person over here is okay. What window did they come out of?
Right here.
Right there, right there. Like, this is like kind of just a wall, right?
Yeah, it's just a wall.
Okay. I'm going to go and how's 25 feet? Okay, right there. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna knock on the window and I'm gonna ask if they're okay.
I'm okay, but what's going on? It sounds like the bear is trying to come back in.
We can't stop it.
Just kill it.
We can't. It's too powerful. You're gonna have to
Use your
evacuate the.
swords, hit it, surround it or something.
We need you to evacuate the place, ma'am.
Oh
I'm here to help
no! I'll get out. Just surround it and kill it or something.
you. Look, I'm here to escort you out, please. Just come out the window.
And she
Trust me.
clambers out.
Stop making sense.
Look, we can't do it.
she runs and goes, all is lost.
Hearts and minds, people. Hearts and minds.
Seek Velda, the thundering Jerboa.
We know how that war ended. I think I guess I'd glare at it because I don't think we're trying to beat up Rusty at the moment. I hope.
I mean, it hasn't attacked us yet. I'm trying to read it out. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's the fun. Because I don't want to aggro it. You seem like you have an idea.
Even messing with it then?
I don't
Because he's
know.
eating this
I gotta
entire
like,
shop.
the
because-
owlbear hasn't attacked us either.
maybe one at a time.
One at a time would be a good idea.
Well, I thought I could trust my party members. It's only one little owlbear.
Little? That's the size of two of them.
More than. This is the size of two of Emerald's characters. It's like 4 of you here. At least.
Yeah, I'm intimidating that Rustbuster.
Who knew? Who knew our most offensive character would end up being the support character with his eyes?
I have one action and I don't think we want to aggro it just yet.
I mean,
No, not
like,
till we need to.
you know, intimidating it
I mean,
will probably aggro it.
What? How do
Like,
lion
Like,
tamers
you're
work?
directly challenging it.
This is my medal.
Yeah, it's my bad on
You just start eating it all.
if that doesn't
Fucking
aggro it,
dominance.
maybe trying to take the fucking
I think
food
that's-
out of his mouth would.
Still a frightened one, though. It's still -1 on its rolls.
Also, I want to say I'm typically the most aggressive, but I only have one action now, so a lot of my power has been sapped.
That's what I meant by offensive. I didn't mean you offend.
I did.
You know.
Because can't use any of my spells. And we are supposed to do this at level 1? Jesus Christ.
Can't even do it level.
52 critical damage. Luckily,
Oh,
it was
what
crit.
the-
Is right.
What?
Is that right?
It would have been 52 on a crit. Because he rolled a 20. No, that can't be.
That's a lot of damage. That's
Especially for a
It's
level
gotta
1,
be
that's a
1d.
dead drop.
1d20 damage.
1d20.
That's a lot of damage.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Well, I don't know. Like the damage, like you're saying, the crit's wrong, or the damage itself is wrong.
Damage itself is.
Yeah, it's not meant to be rolling all d20.
Yeah, 1d20. That's what I
It's
thought.
1d10.
Still rough, but still.
Get you for 52 damage.
It's not taking off 2/3 of my health in one hit. It also takes 1 damage, I believe.
We're gonna. So
Oh, it is.
we'll
I'm
just
gonna
take
re-roll that.
the damage from it. We won't do the actual.
You don't want this to be a party wipe by animals.
Is that cheating over there?
The
Oh.
instant
What's
party
the point?
wipe.
Why are we even playing? Why are we even playing Pathfinder? Give more rules if we're not going to follow all those extra rules. Hit up for 30 damage.
So he is gonna attack you again, unfortunately. But this time he's gonna whip his tail at you.
30
Oh,
damage.
that's a mess.
You didn't get knocked down too. That's good. Ymir, you're up.
I'm so confused on why it would
This guy
never.
just keeps running away from me, doesn't it? I'm gonna somewhat try to chase this bear down, but it's always just gets that far enough away that I have to move twice before I can get to it. Just get the one little poke at the end. Ah, duh.
Dances at dusk.
Um,
I've fallen over my feet.
sorry, just checking. That's I need to sign. I will, in that case, try this again.
It failed.
It's a failure at least. So
Initial and
yeah.
equals to your
Spell-
spellcasting modifier and
Which is the spell attack roll, or
no, the spellcasting
No.
modifier. So enter
It'll be
charisma
4.
modifier or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, 4. And then I will pull back. It's still kind of
Do you have any
No.
metal equipment
no.
or
only-
dagger, anything like that?
Just my dagger.
Do you have a metal dagger?
Yeah.
You
It's
die.
to go your against.
Fine. It's a miss. And I'll pull back here. And not see the owlbear. Even though I'm sure I heard it thundering around. just
You heard
before.
it thundered right back into the green grocer. Efren, it's your turn.
All right. So it's been my turn. Walking. I don't know if this. I'm just gonna count as like big terrain, so I don't know. It's like
It'll be
what?
fine. You can walk through. That's meant to be
Okay. So 20 feet. All right, boom. I don't see anything, so much I can walk. I assume if I walk 15 feet here, oh, there's a bear. I'm gonna take a left-hand turn for 10 feet. All right, and can you prepare actions? Is that like a thing I could do? Can I like prepare an action?
I'd almost presume so.
Well, presuming I can, I ready my trip in case he comes closer.
Okay.
If he comes within trippable
Well,
range.
we'll say you can. We won't. Zeke Feldo, the Thundering Jerboa.
Well, Rusty made his intentions clear. So he gets a hammer.
A metal hammer?
It is a metal hammer.
That's a hit.
Has reach though.
Could I ask what his armor class is?
Nope.
I mean, just wondering if it's crit or not. Or if it's 10 over.
Well, you just ask, is it a crit if it's 10 over?
Nope. Okay. That's it.
Can you just give me that guy's entire stat block where you're at?
Boots.
Better not fucking try.
Does
True. Well, technically, he trips the second he walks into range, so he's like
I
one
know,
for
so
the
it'll
dash.
be down at the yeah.
I roll
Depending on whether you make or fail.
320 plus 7. It's gonna miss, almost certainly. Like 15. It's not even the real Rusty. Rusty would never betray us like this.
My God!
Oh,
Dude, Rusty got some loaded die over here.
Also, wait, is that right for damage?
yeah, I think it just rolled low.
Okay, but that just seemed really weird.
Because, well, it's attacking with its antenna. If it's
Ah.
not attacking you.
Oh, goddamn.
So it deals 2d6 damage, which is doubled on a critical hit to your weapon. Ignores its hard.
Okay, time to look up what a meteor hammer is. Oh, it's its hardness.
Will it ignore its
ignore it.
hardness? We just need to know its HP.
Yeah. This is gonna be a very expensive day, it seems.
Meteor hand. Let's see.
I see retirement in one person's future.
Damage 1d8, bulk 2, hands 2. Say it. A long chain to a heavy weight. That is not what I pictured. So I guess it's on.
We're playing D&D. Yeah, would need to look up all these complicated numbers.
You most definitely do.
But we would know where they are because you just open the page and it just tells you. You don't need to go to like Meteor Hammer and then get a bunch of information that doesn't matter. So then you gotta.
I think you would for a rust monster.
You definitely do. You just don't do it and pay attention to it when I'm doing it. Because Oaken knows everything off the top of his head.
Exactly.
There's exactly the same amount of. Ugh. Meteor Ham.
Oh.
What?
If this was a D&D, we'd have an answer by now.
Somebody else can look up things too, you know.
All right, I'll look it up in D&D. What's like a D&D equivalent of a meteor hammer? Hell, I'll just look up D&D meteor hammer. D&D 5th edition. Meteor
For
hammer.
iron or steel, it's 36 apparently. At least this is what for material statistics
Materials.
on page 577.
Oh,
It's at least 6
good enough for us.
And it rolled at 8 times 2, 16.
I mean, the thing is never
no,
gonna kill.
I believe
Dude,
the 8 was.
that hammer has more HP than like we do.
Wait, it's iron, steel, you would imagine, so.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if the response is just gonna attack that, then it's not even a threat.
I mean, it's 3 gold, so it is pretty pricey.
But we get more than that from just robbing people.
You mirror your house.
We're not robbing people, we're extorting them.
Ugh.
Yeah, maybe move closer to the bear and wildly miss it again. Yep.
I mean, like, you wouldn't have hit anyway, but why do you have a -5?
Because it rolled the second one first, did the first one second?
Yes. For me.
Because
I
that
see
says
that.
attack too, and that one says
Yeah.
attack. It's
Yeah.
it's on my screen like that as well.
That's a bit weird.
I clicked them the other way around.
Okay. You want to make a third? Hope?
I thought I had to move closer to him, but if I still have an attack, I'll try and
Did you
take
have
it.
to move closer if you did? Oh no, that would have been a crit.
Just ignore that.
We'll
Just
say you
ignore
hit.
that
We'll say you
anyway.
hit him. You crit him.
But he didn't crit him.
Good. He a nat 20 on it.
But didn't he like already like move and all that?
It's
I would say
bloodied
I used
now.
my
Dances at dusk.
finally get to touch the fucking thing. Who knew owlbears were that good at dodging?
Reflex DC.
Reflex.
The feathers make up for a very good armor. Very fluffy.
It must
Oh,
be
what?
that silent flight.
This must be the god of rust monsters, man.
Holy crap.
The god of
This menagerie is tearing us apart.
That's kind of
He's
My
a
turn.
god among men. Gosh.
You got it right where you want it. It's between the two of you now.
I'm going to step back 5. I'm going to try to trip him. And you know what? I'm going to roll this stupid macro. I'm going to try to trip him. And if I miss, I'm going to try to trip him again. Otherwise, I'm going to hit him afterwards.
Maybe we would have
Those are both gonna miss.
actually like
No, I was trying to
kill
trip him.
them.
They both miss, regardless. Everything just misses.
So, trip is a reflex.
He needs to roll like higher than a 13, which he's gonna make because
He
like
made the first one, the second
Well,
one.
the second one was-
he failed.
he failed. I guess it was a 14. Oh my god! So he actually fell down.
He's fallen down.
He's fallen down.
And then you have your third attack.
No, I had a shift back.
Turn over.
He fell down. That's a hit.
Turn
That's a
over.
hit. Keep on giving this bears.
Just gotta sprint.
Like, I mean, like,
Is he even a baddie if he's just moving away? He's not even attacking you guys.
yeah, he's like this guy's not even a threat. Why are we even attacking it? It's literally, this isn't even attacking. It's not even a real bear.
I think that'd miss. If it's working off my AC and
It's working off of you, alright.
okay, it would miss. Again, a miss.
Ymir.
Even a real bear.
Now's the time to pin it. It's in the corner. we can pin it. We can non-lethal
I
it
was
if we
planning on
want,
doing that.
or lethal it. Why go to that side? Why not the side that she can't reach?
Which is the side she can't reach?
Well, that's
That's
harder
right.
for it's harder for her to get over here than it is for her to get here.
If I stand here, it'll be harder for her to get out of the corner, is what I was thinking. Yeah, I don't know where to go now. I might put away my rapier and pull out my nightstick, actually. It would be, I believe, all of my moves.
Answers it does. We knocked it down. We decided to switch one.
Zap zap.
Just so I don't kill it. Because it's not, obviously not a real threat.
Effort.
I'm going to. Actually, it's technically in hit range. I am going to try to stab the bear in the head 3 times. And regardless if it's dead or not, I am making 3 attack rolls against
Okay.
it. These are all attacks. A 0 for the last
20
one.
hits.
Okay. Add 3 to this damage. Oh, 13 damage.
You bring down Hoots, the owl.
Good. I chop its stupid head off, and then you know what? I just stab it. Just stab the bear. And all the stupidness of it.
Finally, some help with this damn bear.
Just stab it.
Seek Feldo, the Thundering Jerboa.
You already know what's happening.
It
Oh God! It is a god among rust monsters.
Oh no!
Mess. Definite mess.
Ymir. Effort is just repeatedly stabbing the owl.
She's ruining the pout we could have at least sold.
I will probably go try and find everyone else now.
Mm-hmm.
My Alpia troubles have been solved.
Also, this thing isn't bloodied yet, is it?
Mm-mm.
No, it is a god amongst, well, everything.
A nightstick's made out of metal or
mortal
wood.
can slay me.
They're wood.
Well, I'm gonna go a little bit closer. Then I'm gonna kind of bonk the rust monster.
Naughty rust monster.
That does not hit the.
Are you kidding me?
Oh fuck! There's a god amongst rust monsters.
Dances it does.
It's at 19 or 20 AC.
Amazing reflex saving. It fails.
8 damage.
It is bloody.
And there's no such thing as advantage in this, right?
Nope.
then I'll stay back here. My turn is done.
Efren.
I'm doing all I need to do right now.
You continue
Yes.
mutilating the corpse.
Yes. That's all that needs to be done.
Zeke, you're off.
It's a miss. Next. Hit.
I hate this band. I hate everything
2
about
damage.
it.
Miss.
Ymir. So you can flank it, because flanking is sort of a flat foot. Which basically gives you...
See,
Please.
It gives it -2 to it.
See, I would have taken that.
Oh, excuse.
It's all good.
Sneak around there. And... Well, shit. I mean, I just keep trying to bonk it.
I swear to God, if that's a miss.
If that misses, I'm out of
Luckily,
here.
you're flanking it. That's a hit.
That's not a good sign if without the
Luckily,
Luckily,
this thing can fuck right off.
This thing can fuck right off.
luckily for you guys.
Just
you are
try and
fine.
crack its shot. And
Dances at dusk.
Tried, true, and trusted. That. Hey, fucker. Is that still half damage? Is that still half damage?
Basic saving throw, no. If it makes it,
Okay. I'm fine.
You know what? I don't know. I don't even know what to do at this point. I stopped stabbing the bear, and you know what? I just sit down here in the store. There's nothing left to do. There's no hope anymore. We can't defeat anything. This is like the hardest fight
you
we've ever
could hear
done.
us still casting, or me
That's
still casting
true.
spells, and these guys fighting in this armory.
You know
Clanking
what?
against this thing's carapace.
I sit down and I have an apple. You know what?
Also, is it possible to punch when a meteor hammer's in my hand?
I mean, you have 2 hands. I don't think the meteor hammer is a 2-handed weapon.
That is a fair point.
You know, it is a 2-handed weapon, then you would have to drop. Or no, you can just shift to 1 hand.
Yeah.
That takes a tap. Oh,
I don't
fuck.
think it does it? If you're shifting, just
Why are
like
you
thinking.
punching it? It's curious.
Yeah.
At least we can bring in 1 out of the 3 back alive. But no, nothing has changed.
Rusty. Rusty's filled the pressure. So,
Rusty can
Ymir
go
is
fuck himself.
1. Ziegfeldo, the Thundering Jerboa. Excuse me. Ymir is odds. Zeke is even.
Because someone's gonna have to pay a hefty fine for this.
It misses.
Ymir.
I'm gonna bonk it for trying to take it. Completely miss
You're very
entirely.
consistent. Dances at dusk.
Oh, move back up next to them, and then puff poison this time.
That only target, or would that affect everybody?
It's target only, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, at an enemy's face, so it's like literally just blowing into their face.
Alright, basic.
Right off of that. Oh, still half damage, so 2 and then the 2 persistent damage. Which, does it stack?
No, because it's still poison.
Oh, okay.
Which I forgot about, so it's like past blood. We're doing pretty. For it.
Oh yeah, you have to go find whatever else.
My mental break is over.
2, 3, 4. I don't even know how much walking it takes. I don't even know where the thing is. Where is it? Oh, it's behind me. I turn around and you know what? Can you throw weapons in this game?
Sure.
Pathfinder?
Make a ranged attack.
I don't know how to make a ranged attack.
No.
Can you throw weapons? Not if you don't know how to.
Oh, goodness.
I'm just gonna roll a d20 plus I don't even know what, but I throw my nightstick.
Zeke Philadelphia Thundering Jerboa. The good news is that this is the difficult part of this encounter.
The cockatrice is the easy part?
These 3 things.
The owlbear was quite weak.
Wait, what do you mean there's more then?
You got it.
There was a penguin over there.
What?
There was a penguin over there.
That's a hit.
In the pond.
There's a penguin? What?
There's a penguin. Not only
there was a penguin
that
in the
hit,
pond.
that is enough to bring it down.
Oh my god.
40 HP.
Yeah.
God of restaurant.
And it's non-lethal. One down.
Bring it down non-lethal.
You didn't want to kill the rust monster, but you would kill a child.
He deserved it.
He made his
I can extort the child's owner. I can extort the child. I mean, I can extort the rust monster's owner.
We're gonna go ahead and call it here. So I do want to remind you that this is what this module thought a level 1 encounter was. I flipped this encounter and the kobold encounter. That was originally the level 2 encounter, but I thought it was easier, so I made 1 encounter. This was the level 1.
The fuck?
Let's just reconfirm everything I've said about this.
Well, that's just because like this part was weird. Like
They
the
don't-
rest of it is not nearly so bad.
Whoever wrote this doesn't know how to write a campaign. I'm convinced.
But either way, it was an interesting one.
The response is dead.
Like that cockatrice fucked me up. So
yeah, I mean,
bad.
it's basically written you off unless you get a good saving throw tonight. Which doesn't even happen till tomorrow.
But like, you weren't supposed to go next to it. The first thing everybody does is surround.
That's what got me. I'm here like I've told
don't
you guys,
have any
I'm going to use
range.
my big shock thing against it, and then everyone dogpiles it, and I'm like, well, not using my shock thing then, it seems.
Well, now we know what maybe we should do with our
And knowing
43
half
gold.
of that.
Invest in some ranged weapon.
No.
Never.
At least for people who need them.
Yeah,
We're all
I don't
Bretonians.
don't need no.
I mean,
Man,
I still
have a
enjoyed the
sling,
session,
but I only
it
have
was
a plus
fun.
2 to attack from it, and I
It
was
was a
missing most of the
session,
time with a
alright.
plus 6.
But, either way, we're going to call it.
Yeah.
So I hope you all